Welcome back, everybody, to our next Running USA Industry Check-In. We're chatting today with Matt Dockstader over at Destination Races, the founder of Destination Races in Northern California. Matt, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks, TK.
How's the situation up in wine country these days in terms of the pandemic?
It is very fluid, I would say, meaning that, it's a week-to-week thing. We've opened up. This is a big weekend, actually, for North Bay, for our county especially, because a lot of restaurants and breweries and wineries, which play a big part in, our economy and what happens up here, are opening this weekend. So it will be very interesting to see, how that all plays out. And what the restrictions are and how many people are coming up here, and then keeping an eye on the numbers next week, because as there's been a lot of, spikes in certain places. So everybody's got to be real careful about the opening.
Okay. Yeah. But is the optimism is running high, it seems?
Yes, absolutely. Obviously, as you know, when you have a business in wineries, there's hundreds and hundreds of them here, and, they depend upon, tourism primarily, people coming into the winery. So yeah, there's a lot of optimism. I think it'll be a pretty busy weekend. But once again, we hope everybody's smart about it,
As you look ahead to the fall and some of your races, you have the Halloween Run. I'm saying that right? Halloween Run.
Yeah.
But as you look ahead to your fall races, sort of where are you in your planning process?
Well, we were actually planning 2 races right now, and one of them is even coming up in August. So we have an IPA 10K in Sebastopol, California, and also in Sonoma County, coming up which is a postponed. We were originally in April, and now we're in August. And then we have the Halloween Run on Halloween, so that's late October. So we are proceeding with the Halloween Run as if it's happening, knowing that most likely we will be doing things such as waves. We may change the course a little bit. The start area, it starts at Francis Ford Coppola's winery, which is awesome, but we may need to adjust that so we don't have to do as much transporting and doing more stretching it out through waves. But we're proceeding as if it's happening. We're encouraged by our conversations with, the county. We deal with the county in that particular race. We don't deal with the city. The one coming up in August, we work with the city and the county. So we're in the city of Sebastopol as well. In fact, I just got an email from them asking for a little more information. We're on city council. So that one is a staggered event. We've significantly altered how that event would come off. We've proposed a staggered start, which would be over 2 days. So we would just have people sign up for time slots. We would have our expo going on. This would be a Friday, Saturday event. We would have people sign up for time slots over the course of the 2 days. So we would never bring in more than 60 people, per. They're 30-minute time slots, but they have an hour to get to the start line. So that significantly spreads out the, the crowd. So we'll still have some things that we have at the finish, but we're in a loop course. We're in the Barlow, which is a big outdoor marketplace with a lot of, restaurants, breweries, shops. So those are open. So as long as everything's outdoors, so we would just set up more tables outdoors, and people can go and kind of, have the experience that way, as opposed to us putting everybody in one contained area. We're opening up the whole Barlow. So obviously we're making adjustments as we go on the fly. We're trying to be creative with this, working closely with the city and the county. The county health services department is the one that dictates a lot of what goes down, what you can and can't do. Obviously they're getting input all the way up to the state level. So it's just an ongoing process, a lot of meetings, a lot of conversations, a lot of paperwork back and forth, a lot of creativity, and hopefully we'll be able to have these go off as long as things go well over the next couple of months.
It sounds like you're in regular communication with some of the municipal and public safety agencies. You've had good cooperation there.
Yes, I think that, I've been in this business a long time, so, I know these people, they know me. That helps. I'm sure everybody out there knows that that's a really important part of what you do, is your relationships with the municipalities, and in this case, the health departments and so forth. But so the communication's been pretty good. I know they want things to open up. Everybody does, because they know that there's so many businesses that are relying upon it. So we're all working to try and make it happen. So I feel like it's a very cooperative environment.
There's no joy, Matt, in the cancellation of an event for any of us, but there are some things that can be done well. Where do you think your team has been successful as you guys have gone through this year?
Yeah, I think that obviously number one is communication. You've got to be able to communicate often and lay out the options to your participants and let them know that you're really working on this and trying. And I think, the majority of people obviously really respect that. We can't, we haven't, instead of just canceling a race, we've postponed it in the case of the IPA 10K, and hopefully that will work. People still aren't going to come back no matter what you do in August, because the environment, some people just aren't going to do that. So we've offered a full credit to the October 31st race as another option. And if they want to do a, partial credit towards next year, we can do that. But we're kind of in a unique situation. We're out here in wine country, which is also fire country. And we've already had last year's race canceled. So we have people that are working on, last year's deferral into this year. So we're trying, like heck to get these races off because, but I think most people, if you give them options, they pretty much appreciate and accept that.
Yeah, that's great. It sounds like you're giving them some good opportunities to redeem the value in some way and get involved. And just so I have it straight, the wine country half marathon, there's 6 races, and where can I go to like learn? Where's the website I need to go to like learn more about when the next one is, or where you guys posting your latest news?
Well, they've got, we've kind of broken up the series with different operators and owners. So it's a little more difficult. It used to be destinationraces.com and you could go to all of them. But now, individual race, whether it's Oregon or Virginia or Napa to Sonoma or Santa Barbara, to find them. And some of them were canceled. Some of them were postponed until November and December. I know Napa Sonoma is going to try and go off in December, which will be interesting. But the Healdsburg one, which is now the Halloween run, is on Halloween. So we'll see. But you kind of have to go to each one. But IPA10K.com is, the one coming up in August. So that'll be the interesting one to see if with the staggered start thing works.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds like a great blending. It's a good distance and a wonderful theme. And it's a pretty, people don't realize that there's a lot of great craft brews coming out of wine country as well.
This is the IPA capital of the U.S. I think here, with some of these breweries. So yeah, we work with those guys, and the breweries are easy to work with. The wineries are, like I said, need the business too. So for the wine races, we have a lot of wineries we work with, and we have a big, huge finish area where we have our festival. So that's one thing we have going for us. We can spread things out like crazy, so we can really make it comfortable for people. So that's an option that we have too. So yeah, hopefully we'll be running and sipping wine or beer and soon together. Yeah.
Well, we hope so. We hope to see you at, I guess, our next Running USA conference in the winter. We certainly will have a lot to talk about at that time. No doubt.
Absolutely. A lot of stories.
It's been quite a year.
Yes, it has.
Well, Matt Dockstader, thank you very much. You're the founder of Destination Races and a proud member of Running USA, and we thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, TK. All right, we'll see you.